Hey guys, I'm back again. I don't know, I wasted like 45 minutes of my life waiting for the vice presidential debate to start. I didn't even make it through the first half hour before I had to shut it off. It was asinine, straight up. First of all, you got Kamala Harris in there. Tonight was the first night I've ever listened to that lady talk, and she bothered me. Oh my God, you're talking about a valley girl who thinks she's black, but she's not. She has absolutely no African American in her at all. Indian and Jamaican, I believe it is, but absolutely not a black woman. Talking about how she's like the first black woman for whatever reason she thought that was a purpose to put out there. I have no idea why. But the moderator sucks. Oh, we're going to do it in a town hall style? No, it's not a town hall. She'll ask a question, and even Mike Pence kind of bothered me a little bit because she asked him a question about, well, what if something happens to President Trump? Because he is up there in age. What do you have available for being able to carry on if something were to happen to him? Do you have, like, policies in place for it? And, of course, the Constitution does, but he didn't answer it. He went back and went to the forward question before that and got in an argument with Kamala Harris. And then they asked Kamala Harris the same question, and she didn't have an answer either. She just, like, totally blew it away. And because of things like that, I can't accept listening and wasting my time watching this stuff. I'm sorry. It's just, it's asinine. Mike Pence is a good vice president. Mike Pence has done very well about running our Corona task force, coronavirus task force, and doing what needs to be done for America. And that's all that needs to be said about Mike Pence. He's a good guy, you know. Kamala Harris, she's a wannabe. She supported BLM. I don't know if you know this or not, but she supported BLM. And actually right now, Joe Biden and her are both under investigations. Her for her supporting BLM, him for many other reasons. Everybody knows what his reasons are. So that just kind of blew me away. Here's where I'm going with this one. I'm going to do another video very shortly after I get done doing my research. My research is going to include how many state militias are in the United States. Out of all those state militias, how many members do they contain? How many people in the United States legally own guns? And how much ammo is sold annually? Okay? Because those are all questions I want to have answered. I mean, and I'm hoping you probably do too. Because what this runs down to is how big is Antifa and how big is BLM? They keep saying they want to have a new civil war. If I can get these answers to these questions right here that I got on this card, if I can get these answers to these questions, I can tell you, I know for a fact Antifa hasn't got as many people invested in it as we do militias, automatically without even having to dig up the numbers. And I know BLM, even being the Marxist Resolution organization they are, doesn't have enough supporters. We've got it. And if they want to really create a new civil war, we're going to win the damn thing. It's pretty obvious, so we're just going to win it. Why do you think no other country in the world will invade the United States on our own land? Because as China said one time, and China's one of the biggest armies in the world. Behind every blade of grass there will be a weapon. I'm not too sure that that's actually going to be true. But I want the answers to say, yeah, it might be not every blade of grass, but it might be every 3. Hell, it may be 1 out of every 5. But we have a lot of people that are ready to go. And then you take into consideration, we have all the biker groups, Hell's Angels, and all these other ones ready to go. You know, these guys in Antifa think that they're all like real big, bad, and ugly. But did you notice that they don't go into areas that are run by like the Crips and the Bloods and all the other gangs and stuff? And do you know why? Because you go in there and you say, I want to set up a Chopper Chaz area inside of a area that's run by the Crips or the Bloods or even any other gang as far as that goes. You just started yourself a gang war. And there's a really good chance that the gangs in the area, even if it's Chicago, wherever, are going to have a lot more people and a lot more guns that are more than willing and ready to use them than you people ever thought of even bringing into the fight. So it's just that you can't win. You can't win. And because of that, also, I think that we could probably include all of those gangs into, if we came into a Civil War situation. Serious Civil War situation. I don't see a lot of these gangs taking your side of the story. I see them staying with the conservative, more Republican side, because we've allowed them to be there. We don't appreciate them. We don't like them. But you might get MS-13 on the other side of the equation. That's probably a really good possibility, I guess. But MS-13 doesn't stand a chance against Crips, Bloods, and everybody else either. Then you got all the truckers and everybody else that carry arms all the time and stuff, and I'm gonna say, you know what, we win the war. So don't talk Civil War to us, because it's asinine. We will win. It's almost a guarantee. Almost a guarantee. So with all that being said, I'm gonna leave this one off with what my friend Johnny B says. My cold dead hands. Have a good night.